Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Skyblock. Now you might be wondering why it's been a while, and that's just because this episode is massive, and it's gonna take so long for me to finish. And I'm saying this at the start. Now if you see what you voted for, which is infinite sand, you might be wondering, why is this gonna take so long? Well, if you've seen, the title or the thumbnail, you probably know. I'm gonna make an entire fishing pond. And this is a lot more than just sand and water. I'm gonna need to fill in this entire area with dirt. So I've done a bit of grinding in between episodes. And I've got this. That's a lot of gold. I just need to transform that into gravel through bartering, and I should have the amount of dirt. But that's not what I'm doing now. I need to get the sand. Because there is no way I'm gonna make an ugly dirt pond. It's gotta have sand, and it's gotta have a lily pad. It's gonna look beautiful, and I'm not gonna be upset with myself. So, I guess we gotta see our current farm first. So here's our sand farm. I don't think you can even call it a farm. All it is a spawning platform up here, where a bunch of husks can spawn. And then down here was my first failed attempt. So what I'm gonna do is follow a tutorial which will hopefully allow me to make an actual functioning farm, and then get infinite sand. So, wish me luck. Well, the farm is done. And if you can tell by the amount of time it took, or just, the fact that this recording is already an hour long, and I've just made this one farm, you might be able to understand why this episode has taken so long. Now this sand farm was designed by Wandering Steve, who has made my other farms like my gold farm, and my iron farm. His channel should be linked in the card in the top right now, and if I forgot that, just tell me in the comments. The farm only works at night, so I guess I'm gonna wait for that. So once I get this sand farm started and actually get some sand, I'm gonna move on to the dirt portion of this video. But obviously, you wanna see some of this farm in action. So I'll do that for you. Okay, so I just ran it for a little bit there, and we're already basically at a stack. I think it's safe to say this is infinitely better than my other farm, which I got 2 pieces of sand from and then lost. So, it technically didn't work in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, big thank you to Wandering Steve again for making this farm. And I will be taking this stand and leaving. Well, let's head back to the base and get this dirt. It should be easy enough. I mean, I've already got about 9 stacks of gold, so I don't need to do any farming. So I just head in here, barter with all the piglins. So yeah, I guess I'll just do this for the next while. See when this is done. So, I'm done, and here's the final count. I've got just over 9 stacks of gravel. That's a lot of dirt. In fact, it's 9 stacks of dirt when you think about it. So now it's time for the fun part, where I have to place and then mine about 1,000 blocks of dirt, and then I have to place them all again, but that'll happen in a later time lapse. Let's do this. Oh, but first, I have some very sad news. It's time. I'm being forced to retire my diamond pickaxe. I don't know why I've just been using my Silk Touch pickaxe as my regular pickaxe, but now it's gonna die soon. So I've got to go back to the noob tier, to iron. It's very depressing. But there's dirt to be mined. And no one else is gonna be mining it but me. So, I should start with that. Well, the grinding is done. I've ended up with quite a lot of coarse dirt. It looks like 8 stacks, and I've got a bit of regular dirt there. So if you've seen my past videos, you might be wondering why I'm keeping it as coarse dirt, because it needs to be dirt. And well, the reason I'm keeping it as coarse dirt, because it saves so much time. You see, a couple episodes ago, I discovered that if you place it down and just hoe it, it'll just become dirt. I knew that for a while. In fact, that's how I originally did it. But if I place it in position as coarse dirt and then go over and do it, it saves so much time. However, we're not going to go out and place this dirt yet. I don't know why I have it in my hotbar. You see, the theme of this whole project here is planning ahead. I mean, I wouldn't have this whole thing of cobblestone here if I wasn't planning. You see, I want to make the outline of the pond so I actually don't waste a bunch of dirt and have a bunch of it fall into the void. So I'm going to start by outlining it with cobblestone and then going in and placing the dirt. I think it makes a lot more sense, because otherwise I'm going to lose a bunch of dirt. And while it is an infinite resource, it's a painful infinite resource. It's not an easy one. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to have it up against the border. It's not going to be a full pond, because that would take more resources. And eventually my plan is to have the wall come all the way down here and have like a pipe spilling water into it. Because I think that's a cool idea. So like, I just guess I go around with the slabs right now. I think I'm going to end up needing just a little more sand than I have, because, you know, I'm going to have to fill this in, and then I'm also going to have it, you know, underground. But I think this is a good pond. In fact, it's actually more of a lake. Why didn't I realize that? So what I'm going to do now is go around and place the dirt. Hopefully I have enough. Well, I mean, there's a big gap there, and there isn't much area around the pond, but I'd say that's a job complete. So, now time for the ceremonial trashing of the iron hose. I'd never use them for anything else except duplicating dirt, which I seem to do like every other episode, so I don't know why I keep throwing them out. I do have infinite iron though, so it doesn't matter. And as much as I'd like to get straight into the pond building, I need to do more resource collection. You see, I only have just over a stack of sand, and that's enough to fill the rim of the pake. I combined pond and lake to pake. Don't know why I did that, but the problem is I still need to fill in the rest of the pake. That's just what I'm calling it now. I'm doing it on accident, but I can't stop. So what I'm gonna do is head back over to the sand farm and grind some more, which thankfully will only take like maybe 10 or 20 minutes, but for you, it's instant. So I've now got about 4 stacks of dirt. Actually, it's more like just over 3. I'm hoping this will be enough. It might not, but the great thing is that while it's night, this is an incredibly easy farm to use. The problem is waiting for it to actually be night. So I guess it's time to finally work on the pake, because that's what I'm calling it now. That's an incredibly stupid name. Well, the pake is done. And yes, I'm still calling it the pake. Yeah, it's a stupid name, but I don't care. It's too late to turn back. I think it looks great. It's a bit dark, but I can fix that with my single sea pickle. It's gonna be so bright. Just so bright. That did, like, absolutely nothing. But now it's time to decorate the pake, which is really easy, actually. You see, simply with some bone meal, I can make it feel so much more alive. In the future, I'd love to get some coral fans and stuff, but I need a wandering trader for those. I can just go bone meal this all, and it looks so much better. And then I'm gonna add some lily pads for like the pond thing. You see, you know, it might also be a lake, but the lily pads make it a pond. See, it's coming together. Now I just got a really funny idea, which I really want to do. I'm gonna move the mini sea temple into the pake. I mean, I don't really want to see it, so I mean, if it's underwater... Okay, I did it. That didn't actually hide it at all. Now it's like the most visible thing on the entire Skyblock island. But, the pake is done. Now I want to take the time to, inform you on something. The building of this pake cost the lives of thousands of innocent mobs who who just wanted to live. Skyblock is an incredibly deadly game mode. Millions of mobs die every year, just for trivial bits of resources that Skyblockers need. The next time you play Skyblock, think of the husks. Think of the piglins. And on a lighter note, I got some pet fish. Yeah, let's go!